Hello, once again, I welcome you all. I am Saddam Hussein. Learn English with Saddam Hussein. We continue with our last topic, idioms. Idioms will help you, I told you last time, to improve your vocabulary. It adds value and respect to your speech. People like if you use idioms in your conversation. Today we will be learning another 5 idioms which you can use it in your conversation. I am not going to teach you hundreds of idioms at one go. You might get confused and it won't be of use. So slow and steady wins the race. This is another idiom. So slow and steady wins the race. It means slowly and steadily you can learn anything in this world. Slowly and steadily you can. There is another saying in English. I keep on adding to vocabulary. What's that? How to eat an elephant. How to eat a big elephant. Elephant itself is so big. If you ask me, how do we eat such a big animal? The answer is very simple. Bit by bit. Bit by bit. Small bits. You can finish. You can eat the animal. So like this, I'm not going to give you hundreds and thousands of phrases. I'm not going to give you hundreds of idioms or any difficult parts of speech in English. You lose interest. It's always better to learn English conversation bit by bit, like the way you eat an animal, bit by bit, slowly and slowly wins the race. Okay, let's start today's episode. The first episode you have, look at the board here. The first episode, bite the bullet, like the way I told you how to eat an elephant, bit by bit, small pieces. Bite the bullet. Please don't take the literary meaning of bite the bullet. I told you in the last episode, idioms, you should never take their literary meaning. I told you the meaning of an idiom is a couple of words or a group of words which have no literary meaning. Only when you put together all the words that makes sense, that absolutely makes sense. So it's always better to learn an idiom than looking for the literary meaning of this. Bite the bullet may be very funny. If you bite the bullet, you'll die. It's very dangerous. Don't try it. Bite means eat. Bullet. So no sane person in this world, no man who has brains will do this, biting the bullet. Then what it means in literally it means, what does this idiom convey? What does it say? This is a kind of unpleasant situation. You are in a bad situation. You are in a bad, troublesome situation, but you cannot escape. You have to cross it. You have to cross this situation. You cannot escape it. That is known as bite the bullet. Let me give you 1 or 2 examples in sentences you can understand and learn easily. What is bite the bullet? The examination was very hard and tough, but still I bit the bullet and finished it. The examination was very tough and hard. I bit the bullet and finished it. That means the examination was very tough. It's very hard, but I bit the bullet, but I had given the exam. I faced the situation, though it was unpleasant and very troublesome. I came out of it. That is known as bite the bullet. Number 2, another sentence example I'll give you using the idiom bite the bullet. My mom is in ICU in the hospital. My mom is in ICU in the hospital, but it was raining heavily outside. It was raining cats and dogs. This is another idiom that we'll discuss in some other day. My mom is in hospital in ICU. She is in a critical condition. It was raining heavily outside, but I have to bite the bullet and reach the hospital. You got the literal meaning? Though it was unpleasant situation, I have to go to the hospital. One more example of bite the bullet. Another example or a sentence to use the idiom bite the bullet is I have no money. I have no books. I only have a mobile phone. I have to buy books. I have no money. I bit the bullet by selling my mobile phone and buying the books. The second idiom we are discussing today, we are talking about, is a very important one which you can use it when you are with a group of friends or when you are in a company. This is to break the ice. No literal meaning. You are not breaking ice. Nothing to do with ice. Nothing to do with breaking anything here. What does it mean? Break the ice. I'll give an example. When you are with a group of friends or with some strangers in a meeting or somewhere in a social gathering. So, everyone is not comfortable. No one knows each other. So, then you break the ice. That means by telling a joke or something, you invite the attention of all the people. So, you can say here in a sentence, the speaker broke the ice by telling a joke. The speaker broke the ice by telling a joke. That means the speaker attracted the attention of all the participants. The teacher broke the ice or the speaker broke the ice. We take one more example to understand. We lost a game. We lost a game in the school. The teacher broke the ice by giving a motivational talk to the players who lost the game. The teacher broke the ice by giving a motivational talk to the players who lost the game. One more example I can give you. My mom gave me a present and broke the ice when I lost my mobile phone. To break the ice means you are not breaking the ice. It means that you are attracting the attention of all the people by telling a joke or by telling something, a surprise news, breaking the ice. So that is to break the ice. Let's go to another idiom that will help you in your English conversation. See the third one, to burn the midnight oil. To burn the midnight oil. Don't take the literal meaning as usual. We don't burn the midnight oil. It has nothing to do with oil. It has nothing to do with midnight oil. It has nothing to do with burning. What it means, this phrase, this idiom or group of words means to achieve any success. We work hard. People stay late in the night. Sometimes we stay back in the office to finish the work. We can use that time. I burned the midnight oil to finish an important work at office. Another simple one, to pass my university or college examinations, I burned the midnight oil. To pass my examinations, I burned the midnight oil. To be successful in any exam, you have to burn the midnight oil. There is another saying in English, God will help those who help themselves. Now we can change that here as God will help those who burn the midnight oil. God will help those who burn the midnight oil. That means God will help those who help themselves or who put in lot of hard work. So bite the bullet, you know it now, bite the bullet. My mom is in ICU in the hospital. I bit the bullet to reach the hospital. To break the ice, the speaker, to attract the attention of the audience, break the ice. To burn the midnight oil, I worked hard to get flying colors in my examination, to get good marks. I burned the midnight oil. So we are going to see another important idiom. Why cry over the spilled milk? Why cry over the spilled milk? Don't cry over the spilled milk. Nothing to do with milk, nothing to do with cry, nothing to do with spill. What it means, sometimes you must have seen, we all commit mistakes. We all commit mistakes. We don't study for our examinations. We don't take seriously certain things. So we have to pay a price for it. So then you should not regret. You should not feel sorry. We should not feel bad about it. That is known as why cry over the spilled milk. John or Susan failed in her examinations. Her mom said to her, why cry over the spilled milk? You are responsible. You never took your examinations seriously. Now there is no point crying over the spilled milk. There is no point regretting about it. You made a mistake. So there is no point crying over the spilled milk. We should be careful in whatever we do. We should not feel regret and sorrow later on. Then we have to use this, why cried over the spilled milk. This brings us to the last idiom for today, for this episode. No, this is not the end of the story. We will be giving you more and more idioms to make you conversant instead of putting all idioms together in one episode. What is the last one? Cost an arm and a leg. Cost an arm and a leg. Nothing to do with arm, nothing to do with leg. If you take the literary meaning, it means you are losing an arm and you are losing a leg. No, nothing, absolutely nothing bad about it. What it means, sometimes certain things are very expensive. It's beyond our reach. You can't buy a posh luxury car. Then we can say the car is beautiful, but it costs an arm and a leg for me. I can't afford it. There is a luxury car, maybe Porsche, or maybe Mercedes, or Lamborghini. These are very expensive cars. They cost an arm and a leg for me. I can't afford it. There is a beautiful flat or an apartment. It costs an arm and a leg for me. I can't afford it. Recently, the iPhone, Apple has launched a new mobile phone. It cost me an arm and a leg, so I can't afford it. So these are some of the interesting and very popular idioms we use in our daily conversation. Keep learning them and try to use other sentences of your own where you can use in your real life conversation. So keep practicing it. That's the only way. I told you in the beginning in the first episode how to learn English. It's not difficult, absolutely. You should have the willpower. Only 3-4 points are there. Do read newspapers in English. do listen to podcast, do watch English movies, and do listen to podcast or any other kind of English maybe voice recordings or news or anything on your TV. So this way, and practice, I'm sure a day will come, and keep watching our videos. It will really be helpful to you. Thank you guys for watching. Till we meet next time, keep smiling. Bye bye. Bye.